losing in overtime to Mounds View. Find themselves coming at a 3-2 record. Meanwhile, their opponent tonight, the Roseville Raiders, they're 4-1 and 4-1 overall. And their lone loss on the season was to East Ridge as the Raptors dispatched them 42-19. The Ponies looking to turn things around, and a very hearty crowd is in the stands. Looks like the rain might hold on for maybe a couple more hours. We certainly hope so. But I see the necessary equipment alongside umbrellas. There are a lot of them. They haven't started to pop up yet. It is Stillwater and Roseville tonight here on homecoming from Pony Stadium. We're going to step away for 1 minute. We'll come back and visit with the coach, Bo Laborde. But right now, this time out on Club 1220 KLBB, simulcast on KLBBradio.com. Back in a minute. Raiders, and it is I thought I saw a holding call by the referee. Now he's talking with one of the crew. The 6 on hand here. Next week the Ponies back on the road and they'll take on the East Ridge Raptors, and finishing out the regular season at home against White Bear Lake. Awful long discussion. Again, the initial line of scrimmage will be the 23-yard line, and the referee. And it is going to be a penalty against the Roseville Raiders. Still no official signal. By the way, the rest of the Pony football program, the B squad, is off to a 4-1 start. And it is a holding call against the Roseville Raiders. They will start the drive at their own 8-yard line. As we're just underway, the Pony JV team, they have a 2-3 record on the season. Pony defensive line we'll get to in just a second as Jacques Pera. And he's got double wings. Peckham is the lone setback man in motion. Give to Peckham up the middle line of scrimmage, 1, maybe 2 yards. And that's it before he's brought down by Ryan Flown. Ryan got a start that defensive line. Mitchell Schertz, Hayden Hoskins, Ryan Flown, and Keith Perenda of the defensive line. Linebackers Aiden Zern with David Peterson on the sidelines in street clothes. Andrew Lammers, Caleb Pick, and Ian Oishbrod. Second down and 8 at the 10-yard line. Again, working out of the shotgun, double slide for Jacques Perrin. Jacques 3-step drop, looking downfield. He throws over the middle, and it is complete, wide open, across midfield, and into Pony territory, down the near sidelines. On the carry is Andrew Colbard, and Colbard all the way down to the Pony 30-yard line. Andrew Colbard, he plays both ways as a linebacker. That time he caught a square in, right over the middle, caught inside. He got inside that zone by the Ponies. And a pickup all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a 70-yard pickup for the Roseville Raiders. It is first down and 10 from the Pony 30-yard line. The secondary for the Ponies, Joey Franco's and Brian Branch are the corners, and Jordan Phelps will play the safety spot. And the Raiders go right to left and west to east. And now they 3 receivers set. Now in motion across the formation is Matt Peckham. And that rolling that way is Jacques Pera. Pera throws out a flat, wide open, and it's through the hands of Jesper Horsted and incomplete. It'll bring up second down and 10. Hesper the leading, kicking off, and back to receive for the Ponies. And on the near side is Brooks Carroll, and that means DJ Ski is on the far side. And Stillwater, their first possession of the ball game. That was a 92-yard drive, by the way, for the Roseville Raiders in 9 plays. 2 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. As Pera on that drive was 3 out of 6, in a passing. And they missed the PAT, the 2-point conversion. Salinas coming forward again, a crosswind. And the kick, a low line drive near sidelines. One of the upmen's going to pick it up and come near sidelines 30 and to the 35. No, that was Zach Knox. Normally you see the up man being lineman or linebacker. That was Zach Knox on the return. And Zach gives the Ponies good starting position, their own 35-yard line, first down and 10. So the backfield, of course, Knox and Hill. Trevor Tillett at the controls. The wideouts, Ben Galtieri and DJ Ski. The tight end is Matt Anderson. Up front, Palachek, Brevin, Sokim, Horvath, and McLean. As they break huddle, coming left to right. Galtieri goes wide to the far side, and flank to the near side is DJ offset eye. As under center is Trevor Tillett. He's going to send DJ in motion across the formation to the far side. Give to Zach, right side, line of scrimmage. He has 5, he has 6. And all the way out to the 41-yard line. Andrew Colbard, I think we've called his name a couple times already, as Zach picks up 6 at his first carry as he's trying to close in on 1,000 yards. Now at 9:38, second down. And let's call it 5 at the 40-yard line. And the Roseville Raiders, they play at 3-5. That's right, 3-5. We'll run down the names here in a second. Knocks this time up the middle, line of scrimmage, and nothing doing. A whole host of white jerseys corral him at the line of scrimmage. Led inside by Dominic Weicker, a junior defensive end. Dickie Olson, Hunter Hill, and Dominic Weicker up front, the linebackers, and 5 of them. Jackson Dobbs, Aaron Dimler, Jamie Baggio, Jesper Horsted, and Andrew Colbard. The secondary, Joe Farmer, Tommy Heibold, and Ronnie Senenko. Third down and 5 for the Ponies at their own 40-yard line. As it is Tillett to pass, and he throws as he was hit, and it's incomplete. Laying the hit on him, the defensive nose guard, Hunter Hill. He hit him at the ankles, and that pass went nowhere. And Trevor with his first pass of the evening, and it is incomplete. So on a 4th down, Charlie Strabicki will have to come in and punt it away. The Ponies 3 and out on their first possession of the ball game. And Andrew Colbard dropping back inside his own 20-yard line, awaiting this punt with 8:27 to go. Here in the first quarter, the blow snap picked up by Charlie. Here is his kick. Low line drive. He takes a Pony bounce. Keep rolling, 25, and down to the 22, maybe the 21-yard line. And he got about 39 with the roll. Thank you very much. And the Roseville Raiders will start this drive, leading 6-0 with 8:17 to go in the first quarter. They rule it dead at the Roseville Raider 22-yard line. Senior, he had some help. Zach picks up about a yard on the play. Third down and a full 3 yards to go at the 28-yard line. For those of you looking to watch the stream, are we up and running, Eric? Okay. Our video stream was down momentarily, but it's back up and running. So enjoy the broadcast here on Club 1220 and video streaming at klbbradio.com. Trevor Tillett, give to Knox, right side, tripped up, dives ahead for maybe a yard. Shooting through to trip him up, and he only could get about a yard, was Ty Houghton. And Zach gets the 27-yard line and brings up another 4th down and 2. And I see Ski coming out of the ball game. Homerson coming out of the ball game. Now the Ponies have yet to try a field goal. No, wait, that's right, Charlie did try one. Strabicki did try one, but this would be about a 45-yarder. That could be out of his range. The Ponies are good to go for it on 4th down and 2 for the Roseville 27-yard line. Again, the full house backfield. Double tight end. Give to Zach up the middle. The original push may have not gotten him the first down, but his second effort got him. I like the line spot from the line judge on the near sidelines. He's coming in. And they say no. He is short. The linesman from the far sideline said no, he only got the 27-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. So he's 2 yards short, and the Ponies will turn it over on downs. Roseville will get the ball with 9:36 to go here in the first half, and leading by a score of 12-0. The ball at the Raider 27-yard line, where it is first down and 10 for Jacques Perra. Already closing in on 200 yards passing here in the first half. His favorite target, Jasper Horsted. And they go double wing. Perra, 3-step drop. Throws over the middle. It is complete. And Sebastian Yang into Pony territory down to the 45-yard line. Sebastian Yang, the junior wideout, all the way down to the Stillwater 45. And a pickup of 37 yards, and that is a Roseville Raider first down. And that is first down number 7 on the night. And Jacques Perra, he came into the ballgame about 60% on completions. And he's back up to that mark. As Horsted to the near side. Gannon to the far side. Wingman in motion is Arcan. give to Peckham, and Matt off the right side of his offensive line. 1-2 tough yards before the Pony defense, led by Mitchell Schertz, makes the stop. As Peckham with his third rush of the evening for less than 10 yards. And is there a flag on the play? Yep. I saw the referee pick it up, and he's going to walk off. A holding call against Roseville, a 10-yard walk-off back to the 44-yard line of Roseville. And it'll be first down all over again, but first down and a 20. Second penalty of the ballgame against Roseville. Both of those have been holding calls, one on the opening kickoff and one here. Gannon far side. Horsted near side, trips to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. On first down and 20. Here comes the Pony blitz. The slant pass. It is complete to Gannon. Breaks a tackle. 35. First down and down to the Pony 30-yard line. Jordan Gannon took a slant pattern over the middle, and he broke a tackle and got himself about 10 extra yards and a pickup to the Pony 32. And a 24-yard pickup. They needed 20, and that is a Roseville Raider first down. The 8th of this first half unofficially. 8:35 to go here in the first half as we audio and video stream on KLBBradio.com. Courtesy of Central Media Services, Eric Extran. CentralMediaServices.com, their website. Slot on the near side, wing back in motion. Near side is Tommy Arcan. Paris, straight drop, screen pass. It is complete to Peckham. 35, line of scrimmage, and that's it. Matt Peckham on the screen pass out of the flat, and he may have gotten a yard before the Ponies rushed him out of bounds in front of the Roseville bench at the 31-yard line. Second down and 9 for Roseville. Under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Halftime with homecoming. I imagine there'll be a lot of ceremonies. I'm sure the homecoming court will be introduced. We've got a nice interview, and we mentioned with Scott Christensen, the cross-country boys coach. Parra to throws, two-step drop. He dumps it off over the middle. It is complete to Andrew Colbart across the 15. Andrew down to the 10-yard line. A 21-yard pickup for Andrew Colbart. And the Raiders are in business. First down and 10 or first and goal. It is first down and 10 at the Pony 11-yard line on a 20-yard pickup. And Jacques Parra is over 200 yards passing here in the first half. 1,300 yards passing on the season in 5 games. Excuse me. He is a good one. A lot of schools looking at him. As he is a senior. Wing to the far side, slot to the near side. Empty backfield for Jacques Parra. Gets the snap, rolling near side. Jacques on the move. Now throws in the end zone, and in the end zone. Touchdown. Yes. And the touchdown in the corner of the end zone. Complete to Jordan Gannon. Gannon with a touchdown. And so it is Jacques Parra to 3 different receivers. And a touchdown throw. Number 18 on the season. And the receiver is Jordan Gannon. And it is now 18-0. The first catch went to Hosford. The second catch went to Tommy Arcan. This one went to Jordan Gannon. Point after by Salinas, and Jose's kick is up and through. And so the Roseville Raiders make it 19-0. They go 63 yards in 6 plays, and all of 2 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock. The Raiders to kick off when we come back in 30 seconds. This is Suburban East Conference Football Club, 1220 KLBB, and simulcast audio and video streaming on KLBBradio.com. Back in 30. And so the Raiders convert. They, as mentioned, go 63 yards in less than 2.5 minutes. And they will kick off. Salinas will kick off. And Jordan Phelps now going back to receive, along with Brooks Carroll. The up man are Knox and DJ. About a 19-0 Roseville lead. Jose Salinas to kick off. Again, it's a crosswind, so it doesn't favor either team. Coming forward, and again, a low line drive kick near side, and does it roll out of bounds? It does. It rolls out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
Salinas' kick is out of bounds.
And so the Ponies will start this drive at the 25-yard line. And indeed, it is a 25 line. Wait a minute, they're going to have it is illegal procedure against Roseville. And the Ponies are going to take the penalty and ask them to re-kick. So taking the spot penalty, they decide to have them kick it off again from the 35-yard line. Isn't that supposed to be a 5-yard walk-off? Supposed to be, aren't they supposed to kick off now from the 30? Anyway, 7:11 to go here in the first quarter, which he's a little confused here tonight. Trying to stay warm. And Salinas coming forward with the yellow shoes, line drive kick. And it is caught by DJ, following Zach Knox, 30. DJ to sideline, 35, spins to the 40, and out of bounds to the 41-yard line. Well, that picks up about 20 more. As the Ponies will start the drive. In decent field position, they got down to the Roseville 27-yard line on their last drive, courtesy of a couple of fourth down conversions. But the drive stalled. And the Ponies have 7:05 to go here in the first half. Try to get on the scoreboard. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining. Ski to the far side along with Ben Galtieri. Matt Anderson tight on the near side. He'll the up man. Zach Knox the deep man. Trevor Tillett back to pass. Here comes the rush. They threw it downfield, and it is caught by DJ. No. DJ laid out as far as he could, and it's off his fingertips and incomplete. Andrew Colbart on the defense. The double coverage down there. The incomplete pass brings up second down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Again, earlier today, tennis over the Baseline Tennis Center. Hill Murray and Montemita won the semifinals in Section 4AA, the team competition. They'll meet on next week for the section title. Tillett under center, and Trevor back to pass on the play action. Throws downfield, and it is caught by Matt Anderson. 50, 45, and Matt down to the Roseville Raider 44, maybe the 43-yard line, and a 27-yard pickup, and that's a Pony first down, unofficially the third of the ball game inside Raider territory. And plenty of time, 6:53 to go here at the half as Carroll comes in. Alec Hill will come out. So Trevor Tillett will have a full contingent of wide receivers to work with. Galtieri, Carroll, and Ski to the near side. Knocks the lone setback. 6-man front for the Raiders. Zach gets the ball near side, 45, 44, 40, 39, 38-yard line. He gets behind Mr. Palachek and Mr. Brevitz and hides himself and gets all kinds of yardage. And a 5-yard pickup, second down and 5 for the Ponies at the Raider 39-yard line. All right in the middle of the field. Zach came in with 932 yards, tops in the conference. And he'd be close to 1,000 yards by the end of this half. But I'm sure you'd much more like some points up on the board. 3 receiver set, all wide to the far side. Matt tight on the near side. On 2nd and 5, rolling out is Tillett. Trevor throws downfield, and it is complete or incomplete. It is complete to Brooks Carroll. And Brooks turned upfield. I thought he left the ball behind. No, he just stepped out of bounds. Brooks Carroll on the reception and a 9-yard pickup, and that is a Pony first down. The Raider 30-yard line. And he stepped out with 5:50 to go here in the first half. And now Brooks Carroll will come out of the ball game. And let's see who came in as that wideout. Charlie Hummerson. Hummerson and Ski to the near side. Matt Anderson lines up tight far side. That creates a wing back there. In motion across the formation is Ben Galtieri. Sweep near side is Knox. Zach across the 25 and down to the 23-yard line. Zach Knox, a good pickup on first down. And on the stop, Aaron Dimler from his inside linebacker spot. Also got some help from Hunter Hill, the nose guard. A pickup of 7. It'll be second down and a 3 at the Roseville Raider 23-yard line. We number 6 here in high school football, and now an officials timeout. And they're going to call illegal procedure against the Ponies. So that run by Zach Scratch. Scratch it. There's the flag over the far sideline. Didn't see it. And so instead of being 2nd and 3, it'll be 1st down and 15 back at the 35-yard line. And Carroll back in, and Hummerson, Charlie coming out. Charlie, the 6'1", 180-pound junior wideout, or tight end, if you will. Clock stops on the penalty. Again, the Ponies have all 3 timeouts remaining and 35 yards to negotiate, trailing 19-0 here in the first half on 3 touchdown passes from Jacques Pera. Boy, he is all that has been advertised. Slot to the near side, give to Zach, trying to go wide, 35, and as he tried to cut, the wheels came off, and he slipped and went down. After a 2-yard pickup, he lost an edge and went down at the 33-yard line, a pickup of 2. It is 2nd down and 13 at the Roseville Raider 33-yard line. The Raiders coming in at 4-1. Their little loss was to Eastridge. Roseville, number 2 in the conference in offense, averaging almost 384 yards of total offense. Stillwater is number 4 in the conference in total offense. Play action, Trevor to pass. Here he is, spins out of a tackle. He throws. It is complete to DJ across the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. Trevor Chillett hit in the backfield, spun away from it, got the pass off. DJ Ski made the reception, and he picks up 8 on the play. Still 3rd down and 5, but manageable at the Roseville Raider 24-yard line. And I see a new offensive lineman coming into the ball game. And Hunter Glassrud coming in as a new lineman. And was that Oliver O'Keefe coming out of the ball game? The center? He was limping. Whoever it was limped off. It is 3rd down and 4 from the Raider 24-yard line. And Knox trying to go near side, cuts back. 1, 2 yards, maybe 3. No, he's going to be stopped short. He gets the 21, about halfway between the 21 and 22-yard line. So he's going to be about 1.5 yards short. 4th down. Let's call it a short 2 and a long 1 at the Raider 21-yard line. 3:25 to go here in the first half. And now Alec Hill coming into the ball game, and Charlie Hummerson will come out. Trevor Tillett will trot in from the near sidelines. Relay the play to his offensive unit. The Raiders, who have been playing a 3-5, but more likely usually about 6 men in the box. Galtieri near side, DJ flank to the far side, I formation, and the give to Knox following Alec Hill. Has the 1st down across the 20, then pushed back. But the line judge on the near sidelines gave him the 1st down as he crossed the 20-yard line. And the Ponies had their 5th 1st down of the ball game. 2nd one on this drive, and they ruled it a 1st down just outside the 19-yard line. Upcoming the 9th play of this drive that has already eaten up about 4 minutes off the clock. 4:10 to be exact. In addition to our halftime interview, we'll take a look at action around the rest of the metro area. Trying to keep updated on my Twitter account, but I've already had 316 new tweets since the start of the ball game. Trevor Tillett, he goes back to pass, and the wheels gave out. He lost an edge across the 25 and back to the 26-yard line as he went back to pass to set himself, and the feet came out from underneath him, and he goes down to loss on the play back to the 27. It'll be 2nd down and 18 at that spot. The Ponies need to get to the 10-yard line. So make that about 2nd down and 16. Receivers both ways out of the I formation. Trevor under center. Roseville almost jumped offside. Knock going near side, 25, 22-yard line. Tripped up initially on the defense by Jackson Downs from his outside linebacker spot. But it's 2 on the play. And we've got an official's timeout. Or did Stillwater? Stillwater called a timeout. Pony timeout. And we'll step away for 30 seconds. More from Pony Stadium at homecoming after this reminder here on Club 1220 KLBB and simulcast audio and video streaming on klbbradio.com. Back in 30. Again, 19-0 Roseville on 3 touchdown passes from Jacques Pera to 3 different receivers, but the Ponies trying to put one up on the board going into the locker room. It is 3rd down, 13 at the Roseville 22-yard line. Our broadcast here tonight brought to you by Karen Housley Homes, New Richmond Insurance, the First National Bank of River Falls, and McGarry Kearney Insurance. And one lone setback, that is Knox. And on the delay, the give to Zach, trying to get outside, turns the corner, 20, 15, and he is cut down short of the sticks. He needed to get the 10. I think he got maybe the 12-yard line, but that'll be a manageable 4th down and a yard and a half at the Roseville 12-yard line. And we got a player down over that far sidelines. See the Pony attendants coming over there. And by process of elimination, where is Zach? At the point of the tackle, and I don't see 27 there. 12, 5, 82. And Zach is up and walking back to the huddle, limping just a little bit of a hitch in his giddy up. And the tough guy that he is, he's going to stay in the ballgame, our junior tailback. 4th down and less than 2 at the Roseville 12-yard line. No, he's going to have to sit out at least one play. And who's going to come into the ballgame? He had a little water bug. Anthony Pignato going to come in. Haven't seen, or we're just going to keep Alec Hill as the lone setback. The rest of the offensive unit also looking over to the near sidelines. We have 11 men on the field. 1:39 to go. 4th down and 2 from the Roseville Raider 12-yard line. As they start the clock. Brooks Carroll as a wing back. And Stillwater may have to call another timeout. And I think they do. Nor did Roseville call a timeout. Roseville takes a timeout with 1:29 to go in the half. So again, Zach sitting out one play because of the bump over there on the far sidelines. We mentioned the Stillwater volleyball team in action on Tuesday, currently in 3rd place in the conference. Coming up on a Tuesday, next round of action in the Suburban East Conference. And a big match, Cretin-Derham Hall and Roseville. Top 2 teams in the conference will duel at Roseville High School. Eastridge will be at Hastings, Forest Lake at Park, and Whitefield Lake at Stillwater and Moundsville will be at Woodbury. Gave you the standings again. Cretin-Derham Hall and Roseville both 6-0. Those 2 teams met in the section final last year, with Cretin being the number 1 seed. But Roseville knocked him off and went on to win consolation titles at state. And the new running back in for the Ponies is Keith Parendo. Defensive end. Keith is going to come in. And Alec Hill looks like he sat down. Keith Parendo, 6'4", 225 senior. That's a big fullback. On short yardage, 4th down and a 2. Listening to Pony Football on KLBB Radio, 1220 KLBB, Stillwater. Get my legal ID in, and on the give, up the middle, 1st down. As I'm playing with my computer, I look up, and they ran the play awful quickly. And on the carry, and it was Brooks Carroll. Carroll on the carry, following Parendo and company. He has a 1st down on an 8-yard pickup to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the Ponies. 1:15 to go here in the 1st half. As Parendo checks back into the ballgame, or stays in the ballgame. They may keep Zach out and have him come back at halftime. Full house backfield. Hands in tight. And they give near side. Oh, there's Zach back in the ballgame, and he gets 1 yard maybe down to the 3-yard line off the right side of his offensive line. 2nd down and goal from the Roseville 3-yard line. This drive started at the Pony 40-yard line. 13 plays later, they're in Roseville territory with less than 40 seconds to go when they snap this ball. And they do have 2 timeouts remaining. The scoreboard says 3, but I know they took 1. Full house backfield. Prendo up there for blocking purposes. Give to Zach, near side. He dives to the goal line, and he's going to be stopped short off the left side of his offensive line. And a kill, and Keith Prendo leading the way, but Zach is stopped short. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 1-yard line, about halfway between the 1 and the 2-yard line. And we have a timeout of the field as the Ponies use their second timeout of this first half. Scores from last week mentioned around the Classic or the Suburban East Conference with Cretin-Derham Hall, Montview, Roseville, White Bear Lake, and Woodbury all winners. In the Suburban East, or the Classic Suburban last week, Henry Sibley beat Hill Murray 31-8. Hill Murray taking on St. Louis Park tonight. Matamita over St. Thomas Academy 35-20. Simley over Richfield 46-7. And the battle of the unbeaten South St. Paul 33, Tartan 13. Hey, the Packers are for real. They're in top. They're 5-0, 4-0 in conference. Lake Conference, Edina and Wayzata both won. Eden Prairie remains on top of the lake. The Minneapolis City Conference, Washburn, the Millers are on top. And the Minnesota River Conference, Belle Plaine is on top. More at halftime. As we come out of this timeout, the Ponies find it 3rd down and goal. And the ball resting at about the 1-yard line, far hash mark. They'll line up tight. Hill, Prendo, and Knox in the backfield. Trevor Tillett, quarterback caper, and he's to the goal line and where? Into the end zone. The referee, Fade, threw up the arms. The Ponies score from 1 yard out. Trevor Tillett goes in to make the margin 19-6. A 60-yard drive in 14 plays. And that used up 6 minutes and 55 seconds on the drive. 6:55. Tillett takes it in for the rushing touchdown. Charlie Strabicki. We haven't seen Evan Johnson for a while. Charlie, though, done a good job. He's 8 of 9 on PATs. Out of the hold of DJ. Ball down, kick up, and the kick is good. So time out of the field to score. It is Roseville 19 and the Stillwater Ponies 7. We'll keep it right here, the closing stages of this first half. Wanted to take a look at some of the soccer information that I gleaned off my website this morning doing my homework for the ball game. But with the wind blowing as it is, I don't know if we got enough paperweights here. And there we go. In boys soccer, of course, the Stillwater Ponies are on top of the Suburban East. In soccer, they are 8-0-1, 11-2-3 overall. And Ace Ridge in second place. They've won 3 in a row. They've lost only once, and that was in conference. By the way, the sections get underway next week on Tuesday, the 8th. And in girls soccer, Montview on top, a perfect 15-0. They've got Matamita here at home tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Stillwater and Matamita in non-conference soccer tomorrow. As Trebeke will kick it off. Again, the drive, 60 yards, 14 plays, 6:55 off the clock. And the touchdown by Trevor Tillett, the PAT by Charlie Strabicki. And the Pony sidelines and the stands are packed. People are braving the weather, and the weather has held off. But this stadium is jam-packed in the near sidelines. And the kick, it is knocked down by Tommy Arcan, trying to pick up the hot potato. 10, Tommy to the 15, 20, runs into his own man, and out to the 23-yard line before the Pony special teams finally bring him down. In on the stop for Stillwater was Nicholas Gray, a defensive lineman, senior. And it'll be Roseville ball with 1 second to go here in the first half. And that's a nail down, I believe, from the 24-yard line. But 19-7, a more manageable game. Ponies up 2 touchdowns in the last 2 games and lost. Down by 2 touchdowns here in this ball game. So if everything comes true, they come from behind to win. And the nail bomb for Jock Pera, and that is 24 minutes in the book from Pony Stadium. Homecoming 2013, your score. It is Roseville 19 and Stillwater 7. Back with a halftime show in 2 minutes. This is Suburban East Conference football on Club 1220 KLBB. Simulcast on KLBBradio.com, courtesy of Central Media Services. Back in 2. Pony Stadium. It is homecoming. Dancing out at the center of the field. As we recap the scoring in that first half, as Roseville took the initial drive of the ball game with 92 yards and 9 plays in just 2 minutes and 15 seconds. They had a big 70-yarder in that drive. As Jacques Pera hit Jesper Horsted with a 14-yard touchdown pass, and it was 6-0. Point after failed. Stillwater's first possession, they went 3 and out, had to punt it away. Roseville with 8:17 to go in the first quarter. They were 3 and out as the Pony defense stiffened, and then Stillwater gets the ball at their own 35-yard line, but only could muster about 9 yards. Had a penalty in there, and had to punt it away on a 4th down and 13. And then late in the first quarter, Roseville with 5:30 to go. They went 75 yards and 9 plays. Pera this time to Tommy Arcan for the touchdown pass of 15 yards. Made it 12-0. The 2-point conversion, that also failed. Ponies with 1:46 to go in the first quarter put their best drive of the ball game together. Finally got in Roseville territory, got down to the 27-yard line, but turned it over on downs on 4th down and 2. And the Raiders made them pay. They go 63 yards in 6 plays. And this time it was Pera hitting Jordan Gannon with a 11-yard touchdown pass. And this time the PAT by Salinas was good. It was 19-0. 2:26 in that drive. And then to close out the half, Stillwater goes 60 yards and 14 plays in almost 7 minutes. Trevor Tillett takes it in from 1 yard out. The point after by Charlie Shabicki was good, 19-7. That is their score here at halftime. We're going to step away for 60 seconds, come back with our halftime interview right now, this time out, as we broadcast Suburban East Conference football on Club 1220 KLBB, simulcast audio and video streaming courtesy of Central Media Services on KLBBradio.com. Back in 1 minute.
Fans, please direct your attention to the student section. The Pony superfans will perform a skit to the tune of Bird Machine by DJ Snake.
I can't possibly see if I...
And Pony game night continues here from the stadium. It is homecoming. The Stillwater Ponies taking on the Roseville Raiders, and a chance to visit with yet another of the coaches here on campus at Stillwater High School. We're going to talk cross country for the next few minutes with Scott Christensen, the defending state champion, two-time defending state champions. And Scott, I mentioned homecoming. Have they roped you into any activities this past week?
Well, good evening, Tom, and happy homecoming to you. They haven't really roped us into much. They've asked us to participate in a number of things, but we have 2 meets of our own this week, including an overnight meet at Alexandria, so we haven't really been involved in too much stuff.
Now you are finishing your regular season up at Alec in the beautiful Airwood Resort here on Saturday as you get ready for the conference of the section meet. This past season you've participated in 5 meets so far, and what has been the caliber of competition?
Well, we go to the biggest meets, the best meets that we can find in the Midwest. We've been over to central Wisconsin and not only raced Wayzata over there, who's the #1 ranked team in our state. We're #2. But we raced good teams from Milwaukee and northern Illinois. And then we went to southern Minnesota twice, Faribault and Rochester Mayo, to kind of hit the best teams in the south. Mm-hmm. And then we went up to Malacca, which is the largest cross-country meet in the Midwest, involved 255 schools. And we went to Chaska to race some of the best suburban schools on the west side. And now we're going to Alexandria to race some North Dakota schools and really the best AA schools from northern Minnesota. It's been good competition for us. We've beaten everybody except we've lost to Wayzata twice. Mm-hmm. We've had them at 2 of our meets. The first meet wasn't very close. It was about 45-0 in football terms, the first meet. We closed it to about 35-14 in football terms. The third meet, actually, at the second time we faced them down at Rochester.
What about, have you participated in the GRIAC in past years?
We participated in the GRIAC in 2006, and it's a fun meet. I like the meet. We have a lot of our alumni racing in the meet. In fact, this year they did. We have 2 running for the Gophers, 1 at UW La Crosse, and then several others in Division III schools. So it's a fun meet to go to watch. Mm-hmm. When we took our team there in 2006, it was good competition. We finished second there. But you can only run 10 runners, and we have 63 boys on the team. That left 53 boys just watching the race with no race to run themselves. So I just continue to just go to meets where I can run everybody. I love big meets where they run like a 9th grade race, a 10th grade race, a junior varsity race, and then a varsity race. It gets all my boys in age-appropriate races, experience-appropriate races, and helps me build for the future. I'm always thinking, 1 year ahead, along with this current year, obviously, but you've got to be thinking ahead, and I want to put my younger guys into races in which they can, succeed.
Well, last year, 4 of the top 7 finishers for Stillwater at the state meet graduated, but obviously you mentioned the numbers and obviously people there to fill those spots.
Well, we graduate kids every year. We've been in the top 5 at the state cross-country meet 12 times in the last 18 years. I'm confident we have a top 5 team again this year. We certainly are racing that way right now. We just make up for the graduations. Like I said, we bring younger kids along, and sure, would I like to have those guys back? Yeah, I'd like an all-star collection of the best runners I've ever had, but it's also fun building new teams and going a different direction. And we had the state individual cross-country champ last year, Wade Hall, who's starting a new career over at the University of Minnesota, and I'm excited for him. And Eric Colvin was 6th in our state last year, and he's also at the University of Minnesota starting a new career. And that gives me a chance to build new Wade Halls and Eric Colvins from the younger guys.
Well, speak of the top 10 runners that you do have. They've been pretty consistent. The same names that meet in, meet out.
No, this team has been it's been torture for me. It's been a real learning, getting straightened out process. It's we've not had a set varsity. I've shifted kids in and off varsity. It's not been consistent at all, and part of it stems from the fact that we have the state mile champion back. He's only a sophomore. He won the state mile last spring in track as a ninth grader, but he's injured for the season, and that took away our ace of spades, and we've tried to make up for that by filling in around him, and that doesn't always work either. And along with all of the graduations that we had last spring, we've really had to try to fill holes and prepare runners for varsities in some ways that I'm not really been used to for the past 5 or 6 years. But it's worked. Like I said, we've only lost to Wayzata twice, beating everybody else. We're ranked second in one poll in the state, third in another poll in the state. I think we'll be right there at the state meet. As long as the leadership stays the same, I think the team will stay the same. I think high school sports is so much coach-driven, and as long as you've got leadership that's gotten programs there in the past, those same teams will be there again.
Well, hopefully Ma Nature cooperates, but it should be a good experience for both the boys and girls cross-country teams up at Alec tomorrow.
Well, it's going to be very wet, and it'll be a good day for duck hunting. I don't know if it'll be a good day for spectating at a cross-country meet. Running, it's going to be okay. I like a nice, hard, fast, dry golf course is what I like to go to, and this is going to be everything that I'm looking for, except it's going to be a little, I think, muddy in places, but we'll make up for it. It's kids don't like running in sunshine every day anyway. They want something different, so we'll make do.
Any alumni running on Sunday in the marathon?
There are, to my knowledge, no alumni running this year in the Twin Cities Marathon, but I've got about 20 parents running in it that either current parents or parents from recent graduates, and that's just what I know of.
Sure.
So, I think the rubbing thing is rubbed off from the athletes to the parents, and none of them really ran much until their kids ran on my team, and I grew up in that way too. I started running cross country, and also my dad became a runner, so sometimes it kind of spreads that way. It's an unusual sport in that regard. Probably the only one that would be similar would be tennis or maybe golf, I suppose. But
all right, as after that you prepare for the tournaments. You have the conference meet on the 15th, the section meet on the 23rd. Much smaller fields, huh?
Yeah, the conference meets 10 schools in our conference, and we're used to meets of 25 to 35 teams. When you look at the meet, if you've been following our team and watching us run at meets this fall, you'll say, wow, this sure is a very small race, and it is, with only about 100 runners in it. Usually our varsity races are well over 250. The conference, it is what it is. We have our sights set on other things. Our arch rival is Wayzata, and we also have a nice rivalry with Edina and Eden Prairie, and frankly, I wish we were in that conference. Bo may not feel that way, but I like going against the teams from the west side. The east side, we don't race them that much. We do meet them in the conference meet, and we've done fairly well in the conference meet. We've won it every year but once since this new conference formed about 13 years ago. So I think we'll run okay there. It's just it's not a meet we really shoot for with sections and state just right down the road from it.
All right, with that we are out of time, and good luck, Coach. Thanks for visiting with us, and hope you repeat.
Well, thanks, Tom. I enjoyed talking with you tonight.
Cross-country head coach Scott Christensen, our special guest here at halftime, as Pony football continues here on Club 1220 KLBB, simulcast KLBBradio.com.
Yeah, 1 minute.
And a reminder that after the game tonight, it'll be the after the game scoreboard show. You can catch all the scores with Ryan Phelps, scores and highlights and interviews from around the state of Minnesota. Well, Ma Nature has made an appearance here at Ponies Stadium. And the rain has started to come down, and it is a sea of umbrellas now down below me here in the stands. And, of course, splattering my window here, so it'll be interesting trying to keep the numbers straight and trying to see exactly what's going on here this second half. I do have one other score at halftime. It was Park Cottage Grove 28 and Woodbury 21. That district rivalry, District 833, my old stomping grounds way back when. And the Parkway alma mater leading at halftime over the Woodbury Royals. That's the only other score that I have in so far in the conference. The other games going on tonight. It is Moundsview at Hastings, White Bear Lake at Cretin-Durham Hall, and Eastridge is at Forest Lake. And the Roseville Raiders are back on the field. And I wanted to talk about the other activities going on the Stillwater sports scene. And again, volleyball coming up on Tuesday. And the battle for first place, Roseville and Cretin-Durham Hall at Roseville. Eastridge will be at Hastings, Forest Lake at Park. The Ponies will be hosting White Bear Lake, and Moundsview will be at Woodbury. And earlier today, over the Baseline Tennis Center, the campus of the University of Minnesota, the Section 4 AA team of finals or semifinals. It was Hill Murray over Woodbury, 6-1, and Stillwater lost to Matabidi 4-3. Hill Murray and Matabidi for the section title next week. The Pony swimming and diving team will be in action next week on Tuesday as well. They travel to Woodbury, and their true team section championship gets underway on Thursday, October 12th. And we mentioned, and we talked with Scott, the boys and girls cross-country teams will be up in Alec tomorrow. Hopefully the weather will cooperate a little bit anyway. And the soccer teams, and coming up tomorrow, let's see, that's right, the Stillwater boys, they have completed the regular season. They've got section play beginning next Tuesday. The Stillwater girls soccer team, they will host Matamidi tomorrow morning here on the campus. That gets underway at 11 o'clock. For the Roseville Raiders, their volleyball team, we mentioned at Eastridge next Thursday. And coming up tomorrow on the Roseville Raiders schedule, they'll also be running up in Alec. And they've got a swimming and diving invitational up at Orden East Middle School up in Duluth, hosted by Duluth East. That's coming up tomorrow. The JV game between these two schools, Roseville and Stillwater, that'll be here at Stillwater High School tomorrow morning, beginning at 10 o'clock. The Pony JV team 2-3 on the season. The Pony B squad is off to a 4-1 start. They lost to Moundsview here a week or so ago, 26-14. And that's your halftime show here on a wet night from Pony Stadium. We'll be back with the kickoff in 1 minute. This is Suburban East Conference football on Club 1220 KLBV, simulcast on KLBVradio.com. And this broadcast here tonight, courtesy of KLBV Radio, and produced in cooperation with TJ Broadcast Services, and that's my company. TJ Broadcast Services, tjsportsonline.net is the website. There you will find links to games in the Mississippi 8 Conference, the Northwest Suburban Conference, the Suburban East Conference. You also find links to Stillwater Pony football, the Hill-Murray Pioneer football. You'll find also links to Augsburg College sports. Big game tomorrow over at the Royal Stadium. Bethel and Augsburg, 2 undefeated teams. And I'll be on the air at 12:40, 1 o'clock kickoff. TJSportsOnline.net to connect to my broadcast. We also feature volleyball and basketball from St. Catherine University, and also Golden Gopher women's hockey. They're looking for a win number 50 in a row. They were leading Colgate 3-1 the last I saw. Stillwater to get the ball first. The kickoff, second half, and a low squib kick, and it's taken to the far sidelines and across the 40, 45, and out of bounds near the 47-yard line. No, they say out of bounds at the 43. Oh yeah, the rain is going to cause some real problems trying to find numbers here in the second half. And what did they rule? I don't think it was Zach. I think it was Brooks Carroll on the return. About 11:54 to go here in the third quarter. Pony football trailing by a couple of touchdowns. And they ruled it out of bounds, 44-yard line. First down and 10. Receivers both ways. They give to Zach off the left side of his offensive line. Bounces off a would-be tackler. Struggles for a couple of yards. And the forward progress will give him, a bad spot. They give him the, 40-yard line or 45? That's it, 45-yard line. 1-yard pickup, second down, and 9. And I tried to keep stats of the first half, and I'm not privy to any of Frank's stats here at the stadium, so I don't know the rushing totals in that first half. Galtieri wide to the near side. DJ Ski flanked to that far side. On second and long. In motion is DJ to the near side of the field to give to Knox. Trying to turn the corner. Stiff arms a man. 47, maybe the 48-yard line. The Raiders doing a good job of stringing that play out. First man in on the staff for the Roseville Raiders, Tommy Heibold. The safety, but he had all kinds of help. Defensive line. They play a 3-5-3. But I think that one linebacker is more like a stand-up tight end or stand-up defensive end. Third down and a full 6 yards to go at the Pony 48-yard line. So one of the referees, his responsibility just to keep the ball dry. Slot to the near side, flanking to the far side. Brooks Carroll in motion to the wide side of the field. Trevor, straight drop, looking far side, throws down the field, looking for Brooks, and it's going to be picked off. Andrew Corball up that far sidelines. Colbard on the pick. Or may have been Tommy Heibold. And he's still on his feet and finally into territory, the Pony territory. And no, it was Riley Sanaki. Sanaki, 28, not 24. And the pickup, that is just the second of the season, suffered by Trevor Tillett. Riley Sanaki bringing it all the way back from his own 30 into Pony territory. And at the 44-yard line, that's where Roseville will start their opening drive of the second half. 10:22 to go here in the third quarter. And Jacques Perra authoring 3 touchdown passes in the first half. Throwing on first down. Throws out of the flat. Short possession game. Catch and run will get him a first down across the 45 and down to the 44-yard line. And on the reception, Jesper Horstad, their leading receiver. He had a touchdown catch in the first half. And a pickup of a first down for the Roseville Raiders. And let's see, unofficially I've got them for 10 first downs in the ball game. And they'll work from the Pony 32-yard line. Pair again to throw, looking downfield near sidelines, and it's over the head of his intended receiver. They sent 4 people on the fly pattern straight down the field, and Para led the intended receiver a little bit too far. Tommy Arcan, the junior wideout. Tommy had a touchdown pass in the first half, as did Jordan Gannon. It is an incomplete pass for Roseville, second down and 10 at their own 32-yard line. For Roseville next week, see where they will be. They'll be at home against Forest Lake. Double slot in this spread formation. Pair to throw. Throws it out of the flat, complete to Jasper. And Jasper across the 20, 15, and down to the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. Good run after the catch. Thought he was down, but Jasper kept his legs moving. And he picks up 23 on the play. It is first and goal for Roseville at the Pony 9-yard line. 23 yards for Horsted, and he's up over 600 yards receiving on the season. And Jock Perra, he's up over 1,500 yards passing in 5.5 games. First and goal for Roseville, already leading by a score of 19-7. And go double wing. Peckham is lone sent back. Now he's going to line up alongside of Jacques. Perra bobbles the ball, picks up, throws in the end zone, and looking for Yang, and it's incomplete. Sebastian Yang tried to climb the ladder and pick that one up and land inbounds. He was right near the end line. It is an incomplete pass, second down, and goal from the 49. Trevor Tillett intercepted on the third play of the opening drive of the second half. Picked off for the second time this season. Raleigh Sanaki got the INT. Perra again to throw, and he throws flat pattern in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Again intended for Sebastian Yang. So a couple of incomplete passes after Horsted's catch and run. Third down and goal. 9:05 to go here in the third quarter. It's not a pouring rain, but it is enough to mess up my line of vision here. Somebody get out there with the squeegee and take care of these windows. Okay. But then the wind will blow in if they open up the window. The wind is blowing right towards us, east to west. And the officials timeout to dry the ball. Ooh, yep. Yeah, that was wrong. That was a bad idea, opening a window. Trips to the near side, one to the far side. As Perra again rolling near side, steps inside the rush, on the run. He is dropped. He is sacked at the 15-yard line as Hayden Hoskin got him in, slammed into the turf at the 15, a loss of 6. It is fourth down and goal at the Pony 15-yard line. First time the Ponies with a sack. In fact, just their third sack of the season. Mitchell Schertz has one, Keith Correndo has one, and now Hayden Hoskins has one. The Ponies, three fumble recoveries and one pick on the season. Horsted to the far side and Gannon to the near side as the Raiders are going to go for it on fourth down. Perra to throw, Pate Petter, corner of the end zone, looking for Gannon, and it is incomplete. Gannon ran out of room, and a good job defensively by Brian Branch to force him out of bounds. And the ball will go run down to the Ponies, so that INT does not cost them, but it does burn up some time. We find 8:23 to go here in the third quarter, and the score remains 19-7. Pony ball at the 15-yard line. Need to go 85 yards. They went the length of the field in almost 7 minutes to close out the first half and got the touchdown from Trevor Tillett. He's under center. Double tights. Man in motion DJ to the far sidelines. Tillett spins, hands it off to Knox, trying to get outside. Pursued there by the Raiders. And 3-man at the point of the attack, and Zach could never turn the corner. There's Colbard. First man to hit him, but he had all kinds of help. And no gain of the play for Zach at his second down for the Ponies at their own 15-yard line.
Horsted and Vigil with the tackle.
Defensively, Roseville third in the conference in yards given up with 287. Stillwater has given up about 340 per ball game defensively. And Galtieri and DJ Ski wide to the near side as they go slot right. Trevor Tillett rolling out far side, throws it out of the flat, and it is incomplete. Dump off pass to Alec Hill, and Alec drops it at about the 20-yard line, though. To his defense, the ball was a little bit behind him. He had to reach across the body, couldn't pick it up. So on third down and 10, Trevor and company will work from their own 15-yard line. The Ponies unofficially in that first half. How many first downs did they have? They had 6 first downs in the first half, according to my very unofficial stat sheet. This time Trevor will work with a 4-receiver set, 3 to the near side. Here comes the blitz. Trevor to pass, and he throws downfield over the middle. It is caught by Matt Anderson. Oh, he dropped. Or did he catch it or make the? Let's see. He did hold on to the ball. For a second, I thought it fell out of his hands. No, it is a completion. Matt Anderson with the second catch of the afternoon, but it is a pickup of 18 yards, and that is a Pony first down. All the way out to the 34-yard line, so a little bit of operating room for the Ponies. Anderson, as mentioned, with his second catch of the evening. This time Trevor with a 3-receiver set. Zach the lone setback. And he gets the ball, sweeping near side, 35, 40, 42, 43-yard line. And a pick of 8, maybe 9 on first down. As in on the stop, coming up from his cornerback spot was Ronnie Sanaki. And Zach has 9, second and short for the Ponies at their own 43-yard line. Stillwater trying to snap this tough 2-game losing streak, a couple of games that went overtime. After having the lead, Carroll and Galtieri wide to the far side. And Matt is in the stand-up position, knocks up the middle, first down, 45, 47. And Zach out to the 48-yard line before the push. And only giving forward progress to the 47. But that is enough for a Pony first down on a 4-yard pickup. Ball control by the Ponies trying to march downfield. Again, just a 2-touchdown lead for Roseville. First drive of the half was stopped down that INT. Picked off by Roddy Sanaki, the senior cornerback. Trevor takes his time getting into the huddle. And now they break as Honor will keep. Leads him up to the line of scrimmage. Carroll and Galtieri to the far side. Ski to the near side. In motion is Brooks to the near side. And on the give, Zach trying to get outside. And he turns upfield. And he loses an edge and goes down on this wet turf at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard, half a yard maybe. It is second down, let's call it 10, at the Pony 47-yard line. And now Alec Hill will check back in. And Brooks Carroll will come out. We're halfway through the third quarter. Under 6 minutes to go, 19-7 our score. Scoreless here in the third quarter. Hill in the up man spot in the I formation. Deep back, of course, is Knox. He gets the ball near side, tripped up at the line of scrimmage, and goes down for maybe a yard. Shooting through to trip him up in the backfield was Jamison Baggio, senior linebacker, and just one for Zach, and a third down and a full 9 yards to go. At the Pony 48-yard line. Twice they've got it into Roseville territory. One time it was turned over on down, second time with the score. And now Hill will come out on a passing situation. Ski, Anderson, Carroll, and Galtieri are the wideouts. Actually, Matt lining up tight on that far side. From the 48, Trevor straight drop with time, throws, slant pass, and oh, what a catch by Anderson! 40, 35, and tripped up at the 34-yard line. Oh, what a one-hand catch by Matt Anderson. He reached behind him, and he pulled it in with the one hand, tucked it away, and got a few more yards all the way down to the Roseville 33-yard line, and a 19-yard pickup and a Pony first down. Boy, that's a highlight catch if I ever saw one. Make sure Randy Shaver's got that one. I know they're upstairs. This is part of the Randy Shaver cancer drive. Cancer game, if you will. First and 10, let's see, 33-yard line. Tilt it again, give to Knox, line of scrimmage, and the Raider defense stop him right there. No gain on the play. Second and 10 from the 33. Upcoming 2013 before a huge crowd here at Pony Stadium. And the weather has maybe diminished the crowd a little bit. Boy, the first half, this place was packed, standing only all the way around the fence in the end zones. And the Raider crowd across the way, and that continues to grow as well. Roseville 4-1, the Ponies 3-2. I see Jordan Phelps now coming into the ball game as a wideout. He's to the far side, DJ to the near side. Trevor Tillett the pass, looking downfield for Jordan, and it is incomplete. Jordan Phelps defending on the play for the Roseville Raiders was Rowan Smith, Jr., or was that Sanaki, 28 or 20? Again, the rain, a little tough to see with the numbers with the rain coming in, but an incomplete pass, third down and 10. Stops the clock with 3:51 to go in the third quarter. Alec Hill comes out. Brooks Carroll comes back into the ball game. So Trevor will have a full 3-receiver contingent to work with. Upcoming the 11th play of this drive. Their touchdown drive was 60 yards and 14 plays. Galtieri and Carroll to the far side. Ski to the near side. Trevor, straight drop. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling near side. Now throws downfield, and it is caught! Mitch Anderson again! And he does the toe tap along the near sidelines and out of bounds. At the 18-yard line, Matt Anderson, the junior tight end, did it again. This time, first down to the 18-yard line, 15-yard pickup, and that is a Pony first down. Matt came in with 21 catches for 232 yards. He's up around 25 catches now. Does have 5 touchdown catches. See if we can't get number 6 on this drive. From the 18-yard line near hash mark, left to right. I formation, give to Zach, left side, cuts outside, pursued there, down he goes. Wrapped up by Dickey Olson, and Dickey slammed into the turf. Good open field tackle. Jackson Downs was there to make sure he stayed put. And no gain of the play, second down and 10. Again from the 18-yard line. And now I see an offensive lineman coming out of the ball game. Hunter Glassrud coming out, playing that offensive line. Not sure who replaced him. I believe Cal Rohrbeck did. So second and they say 11. Toss sweep near side. And it is Knox coming out of the ball game. Is that Pignato? And throwing down to the turf. No, it is Brooks Carroll. Carroll playing that tailback spot as Zach came out. Brooks Carroll got the ball, and in fact, he lost a yard on the play. Third down and a full 12 yards to go back at the Roseville 20-yard line. This drive, by the time they get the playoff, will have eaten up 6 minutes off the clock. Their touchdown drive was 6:55. Third down, 12 from the Roseville 20-yard line. The Pony trailing 19-7. And look over to the near sideline. Trevor taking all kinds of time, and the Ponies may have to call timeout, and I think they do. Yep, timeout of the field. With 2:25 to go, third quarter. Pony driving. We'll step away for 30 seconds. This is Suburban East Conference Football on Club 1220. KLBB simulcast on KLBB Radio. Audio and video streaming courtesy of CentralMediaServices.com. What's that? Good with you, Sharon Company here tonight on a wet Friday night, week number 6 of high school football. 2 weeks ago to close out the season. Of course, we got MEA week, the final home game of the regular season for the Ponies. They take on the White Bear Lake Bears. Next week, it's on to Eastridge, but the Raptors, of course, without their tailback, Nick Leachman, who was out with a knee injury. That was about a week ago. He was averaging 11 yards per carry. That's right, 11 yards per carry, but he is out. And now the Eastridge Raptors maybe a little bit more manageable. Here we go. Third down, 12. Trevor back to pass. Slant pass, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Brooks Carroll, and the Pony fans want a pass interference call. They're not going to get it. Andrew Colbard, the outside linebacker, was draped at him. Draped on Brooks, and it is fourth down and 12 at the 20. The Ponies had a couple of fourth down tries in the first half, but they were short yardage situations. And now this one is long. Dylan Conroy now coming to the ball game. And coming out is Hunter Glassrud on that offensive line. They break huddle. Here comes the Ponies. Fourth down and 12. Roseville, 20-yard line. Straight drop, now rolling near side. Trevor looking to throw. Throws downfield, looking for Matt. It is incomplete. Matt Rott behind the defense. Heibold was there, and so was Jesper Horsted. But Trevor let him a little bit too much, and Matt, even though he's 6'4", he needed to be about 7'4" to come down with that ball. Incomplete pass, and the ball goes over on downs to the Roseville Raiders with 2:17 to go in the third quarter and holding on to that 19-7 lead. And it's twice now the Ponies have come up short in Raider territory. The drive has stalled out. And now the Raiders and Mr. Perro with a double wing situation. Peckham is the lone sent back. Jock Para, the give to Matt Peckham off the right side of his offensive line, 20, 22, maybe the 23-yard line, before the Pony defense stiffens and brings him down, led by Caleb Fick from his inside linebacker spot. As Peckham picks up a couple of yards to the 22, where it is second down and 8. Stillwater, of course, and Roseville, they're in the Class 6A, the big class. The top class, I should say, only 32 teams. Para to throw again. It is complete out of the flat to Jasper Horsted, and Jasper has the first down before the Ponies push him back. Brian Branch was there, so was Caleb Fick. But forward progress gives Jasper the first down out to the 31-yard line. And the Raiders have unofficially their 11th first down of the ballgame and a couple more minutes to work with. And that should close out the third quarter. Only a minute and a half to go, third stanza. But Parrott, he doesn't like to hand off too much. He doesn't pass very often. As Gannon and Arkin to the near side. Horsted to the far side. Para, quarterback draw, going to keep it. And Jock to the 35, 38, 39-yard line. There's Caleb Fick again. Also got some help from Aiden Zern. Aiden taking David Peterson's spot at that linebacker spot with David at. And the first quarterback draw of the evening for Jacques Para. He picked up 9. Second down and 1 at the Roseville 40-yard line. And now Jacques Para conversing with his offensive coordinator and leads him up to the line of scrimmage. They go double wing this time as Jacques gets the ball, gives to Peckham, and nothing new in the Pony defense right there. He never got back to the line of scrimmage. Ryan Flown, the first man in on the stop, but he had all kinds of help from the red and black. No gain of the play. In fact, a loss of a couple. It is third down. Now full 2 yards to go back at the 39-yard line of Roseville. And I don't think they're going to have to run a play. And in fact, he's going to stay over there on the sidelines as they count down the final 9 seconds. That is the end of 3 quarters of play here from Pony Stadium. Homecoming 2013. It is right now Roseville 19. Stillwater Ponies with 7. We'll be back with a comeback after this timeout. 1 minute timeout on KLBB, Club 1220 KLBB, and simulcast on KLBBradio.com. 1 minute. It is Roseville ball to start the fourth quarter. Third down and 2 from their own 39-yard line. As Para may be calling the play out at the line of scrimmage. All Ponies almost jump offside. Here they come on the blitz. And it is Para. Escapes one man. Then he throws it and it is picked off. Jordan Phelps. 20, 30, 20, 15, 10. Jordan to the 5 and out of bounds. Where? And Jordan Phelps is out of bounds. There's the second INT of the season. Jordan Phelps stepped in front of a pass that was underthrown as Jacques Para was throwing off his back foot. Couldn't get a whole lot of mustard on it. It is Pony ball. It is first down and goal where? At the 1 yard line. And my yardage all mixed up there. I got too excited. First and goal for the Ponies. So a interception apiece here this evening. Jordan Phelps read that perfectly, jumped the route. And they'll go full house backfield. That means Perindo is into the ball game along with Hines. Knocks the deep back, gets the ball, right side. Zach into the end zone, touchdown. And on one play, the Ponies have cut the lead in 19-13. And they'll try for the PA team. And for Zach Knox, that is touchdown number 13 on the season. And he's up over 1,000 yards on this season in game number 6. And Charlie Stabicki will come on to attempt the extra point. Charlie's been 9 out of 10 in PAT so far this season. But again, Jordan Phelps setting it up with that interception. And took it down the far sidelines. About a 36-yard return. DJ Ski will hold. The snapper's Matt Anderson. Ball down. Kick up. Kick is good. Time out of the field. And we got a 5-point ball game. Roseville 19 and Stillwater 14. And we'll keep it right here. Reminder, our broadcast is made possible by these good folks. Karen Housley Homes, New Richmond Insurance, First National Bank of River Falls, McGarry Kearney Insurance, Central Bank, Ed Simonette, Attorney at Law, Stillwater Motors, First Aid Bank and Trust, Cameron Kelly Law Office, Angie Marcourt, my engineer. I'm Tom Witchen. My technical advisor, Glenn Thompson, he's busy with my other crew. They're overdoing Hill Murray Pioneer football, and last I saw, they were up 29-7 over St. Louis Park. At Hill Murray, they're looking for just their second win of the year. You'll find links to Hill Murray Pioneer football on my website, tjsportsonline.net. And you'll find links to Stillwater Pony football on the same website. As Charlie Stabicki will kick it off. And back to receive is Tommy Arcand and Andrew Colbard. Still plenty of time, 11:46 to go here in the ball game. This time the Pony trying to come back after failing to finish the last couple of weeks. And shot against the OK from the referee. And our senior sidewinder on the move, and the kickoff. And to the near sidelines, it is Tommy Arcand at his own 8-yard line, up the middle, 15-20. Now breaks outside to the 25, 30, has some room, 40, 45, midfield, Pony territory, 45 and out of the 43-yard line. Tommy Arcand on a return of over 50 yards as the Roseville Raiders strike back quickly and in 4-down territory at the Pony 42-yard line. And that took the air out of the sails of the Pony faithful down below us after getting excited after that touchdown. 11:36 to go in the ball game. Jack Farrell throwing 3 touchdown passes in the first half. He has a 4-receiver set, 5-receiver set, empty backfield. As the Ponies show 5 in the box. No indication of the blitz. They're staying at home. Pair to throw out of the flat. It is complete to Jordan Gannon. Gannon out of bounds, just short of the sticks. Across the 35 and down to maybe the 32-yard line. Pushed out of bounds by Joey Freckles over there on that far sidelines. No, they say, oh, the chains are moving. It is Jordan Gannon picking up the first down. He got it by about a half a yard, 1st and 10, inside the Pony 32-yard line. Roseville unofficially with their 12th first down of the ball game. As Para has them set, 3 to the wide side of the field. That's the near side. Para, quarterback draw, 30, and tripped up and goes down to the 26-yard line off the left side of his offensive line. Hayden Hoskins tripped him up, but he also got some help from Ian Weisbrod from his outside linebacker spot. But Para picks up 5 on first down, second down, and 5 at the Pony 27-yard line. Pony defense needs a stop, need another INT. But Para that time decided to tuck it away. Gannon to the far side, 3 to the near side. Matt Peckham, the lone setback in the backfield. Here comes the Pony blitz. 6 on the rush. Para to keep it. He has the first down. He has the 20. He has the 15. He has the 10. Down the sidelines, he dives, and he is in for the touchdown. Jacques Para took it down the far sidelines. Off the left side of his offensive line, broke outside, and he tightrope that far chalk mark, and he went in just inside the pylon. And the Roseville Raiders strike back just like that. It is 25-19. And they show on my stat sheet his passing total. They show his rushing totals. Not sure how many he's got so far this season. But that is a 3-play drive. And they go 42 yards after that kickoff return by Tommy Arcan. And are they going to go for it? They've gone for it twice and failed. They did try a PAT once. Salinas made that, but they're going to go for two. Try to make it a 11-point lead. 2-point conversion. Pistol formation. And on the give, near side. And the drive is stopped. That is Peckham. Yes, Matt Peckham has stopped a yard short of the goal line. And so time on the field. The Roseville Raiders strike back. They lead by 6, 25-19. And we'll step away and come back with a kickoff after this 30-second reminder on Club 1220 KLBB, simulcast on klbbradio.com.
The winner of the $200 Visa gift card is Vinny DeRosa. Congratulations, Vinny.
Right? Isn't that Vinny?
Thanks to Marvin Murphy, Edina Realty, and Valley Bookseller for sponsoring.
Well, Jacques Perron, he is all that has been advertised. He has thrown for 3. He has rushed for 1. And it remains a 6-point lead at 25-19. I may have said a 2-point version will make it 11. But my 8th grade math failed me. Salinas will kick off. Brooks Carroll and Jordan Phelps are back to receive inside their own 20-yard line. Salinas has shown a tendency not to get it too far downfield, so everybody is up. Salinas gets the go-ahead and coming forward left to right. And the kick up, a low line drive kick. And it's picked up by Brooks Carroll, near sideline to the 20. Brooks to the 25, cuts back to the 30, still on his feet to the 35, and Brooks to the 36-yard line. So Brooks Carroll about a 25-yard return, and the Ponies will start this drive with 10:37 to go in the ball game. It is 25-14. I said 19. I'm sorry, 25-14. Can't read my own handwriting. I looked up on the scoreboard, and yeah, that of course is always correct. 25-14. The Raiders tried to make it 11-point lead, so my initial conversation was correct. All right. 36-yard line. Trevor Tillett. Give to Zach Knox. Sweeps outside 35, 40, 45. Needs a block. 50, 45. Far sidelines 40, 35. And Zach out of bounds inside Roseville territory at the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. And the Ponies are in business. First down and 10. And Zach with his longest run of the evening. All the way inside Raider territory. I see Brooks Carroll coming out of the ball game. That sets up the Ponies in 4-down territory, trailing by 9. Not 6, not 11, but 9. The correct score, 25-14. Trevor Tillett gives to Zach again, up the middle, 30, 25, 20, cuts back, 15, and down to the 12-yard line. Zach has dropped it into another gear, and he launches himself all the way down to the 12. Another 19-yard pickup, and it'll be first down and a 10 at the Roseville 12-yard line. Zach has had a couple of 200-yard rushing nights, and he could be closing in on that here yet this evening. He's lined up in the offset eye. Alec Hill in the H-back spot. Zach following Alec near sideline, and he's going to be brought down by face mask. 3 flags on the play. Zach sweeping the near side, and he got yanked around. And that'll be a personal foul against the Roseville Raiders. Certainly looked like a face mask. As the referee looking up to the press box, and indeed it was a face mask. And that'll be half the distance from the 6. That should be down to about the 3-yard line. And that'll bring up, what, second down and about 1 from the 3. They need to get to the 2 to get a first down. Second and 1 from the 3-yard line. 25-14 as Trevor trots in from the near sidelines. Ponies trying to snap this 2-game losing streak. Reminder, these two teams play. The JVs will play tomorrow here at Pony Stadium. Up to the line of scrimmage, I formation, double tights. And the give to Zach, left side. Zach lowers his head and dives Gets the first down, but he is short of the goal line at the 1-yard line. First and goal for the Ponies. And again, that big run by Zach Knox from the 31-yard line all the way down to the 12 set the Ponies up in business. And DJ Ski comes out of the ball game, and Keith Parento comes into the ball game. They'll play that full house backfield. Alec Hill and Parento will be the fullbacks, and Zach, of course, will be the. Oh, they got a stack tie. Everybody in tight. Give to Zach, following his two fullbacks, and he dives into the end zone. As Zach Knox takes it in from 1 yard out, cutting the margin to 25-20. And Zach with his second rushing touchdown of the ball game, and a number 14 on the season. With 9:03 to go. That took all of about a minute and 34 seconds. And are the Ponies going to go for it? Come DJ coming into the ball game. I know he's the holder, and I don't see Charlie in there right now. Are they going to try to make this a field goal ball game? Yep, Trevor Tillett trotting out. The Ponies are going to go for two to try to make it a 3-point differential. Charlie Hummerson comes to the ball game, double tights. Charlie and Matt Anderson will be the tight ends. They break huddle. DJ goes wide far side. And Hummerson and Matt Anderson near side. Tillett under center. Straight drop. Here comes the rush. Throws the end zone. It is incomplete. Charlie Hummerson had it off his fingertips. He had to come back for the ball. He was not in the end zone. But the PAT is no good. So the score remains Roseville 25, Stillwater 20. So after scoreless third quarter, we've had three scores already here in the fourth quarter in the space of about 6 minutes, or about 3 minutes. And the kickoff coming up. Just want to mention the rest of the Pony schedule tomorrow. Girls soccer against Matamita, non-conference tomorrow morning. And the cross-country teams will be in action at Alexandria tomorrow morning. Boys and girls cross-country. Volleyball on Tuesday. Tennis season there came to a close. The swimming and diving team, they will be in action at Woodbury, or hosting Woodbury, next Tuesday. And then the true team meet also begins next Thursday. The section tennis tournament. Now this was the team competition. The individual competition, singles and doubles, has not started yet. Hill Murray, the number 1 seed, and Matamita, the number 2 seed, will meet next week at the Baseline Tennis Center for the University of Minnesota. Charlie Stubecki will kick off as Arcand on the near side and Colbard on the far side. 25-20, Charlie coming forward. Line drive kick, almost an onside kick. And I don't know if that was a deliberate onside. I think Charlie just stubbed his toe, and it only went about 15, 16 yards, covered up by the Roseville Raiders by Jameson Baggio at his own 39. A Raider ball for the fourth time here in the second half. Clock shows 9:02 to go. I don't think we'll have overtime. It's a non-score. We have a 5-point lead here. Trip to the far side, one receiver to the near side. And Jacques Perez, he has all night working out of the shotgun with Matt Peckham on his right hip. Ponies with 6 in the box. And here they come. Para keeper, 40-yard line, gets outside, 45. And Jack met at the pass and goes down after about 8 yards. Shoved back by Andrew Lammers and company. Also some help from Ryan Flown, but Para has turned from passer to runner here late stages of the ball game, trying to kill some time off the clock. And he picks up 8 on the play, second down and 2 from the Roseville 47-yard line. Roseville home against Forest Lake next weekend. They close out the year at Moundsview. That'll be a good ball game, with Creighton, Roseville, and Moundsville tied for the top spot going into week 6. Again, a 4-receiver set, 3 to the wide side of the field. Jacques bobbles the ball, and he has to kneel down on top of it. He's mishandled the snap on that wet football, and he dropped it, and he falls on top of it, but he loses about 5 yards of the play back to the 42-yard line. Third down. Let's call it a long 6 to go. Hit the 8-minute mark of this, the fourth quarter. 25-20, the Pony faithful down below us, rattling the stands. The umbrellas have gone away. It looks like the rain outside is finally stopped, but the wind hasn't. The wind is really blowing from east to west, right into the press box. So that's why the windows are closed. Same formation, 4 receivers. And the Ponies, here they come. Pair to throw, slant pass. It is complete. First down. Tommy Arcand across the 50 into Pony territory, down to the 46-yard line. Finally hauled down by Ian Weisbrod. But Tommy Arcand with a Roseville first down inside Pony territory on a 12-yard pickup. They only needed 6, 1st and 10. And the Raiders have a couple more minutes to work with, leading by 5, 25 to 20. It was 19-7 at halftime, then 19-14, and then 25-14, then 25-20. This time, double slide for Parra, calling out the play from the line of scrimmage. And here comes the Pony blitz. Here they come. It's picked up. Parra to pass downfield, wide open. Hosford, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Jesper Horsted, excuse me, not Hosford, Jesper Horsted with the the reception. Good for 46 yards, his 2nd touchdown catch of the evening, his 10th of the year. As the Roseville Raiders strike quickly and now have made the margin 31 to 20. And the 4th touchdown throw of the evening for Jacques Parra. Jesper Horsted with 2 receptions. Gannon had 1, Marquand had 1. And Salinas will come on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Jake McKenzie, their backup quarterback. Jake's the junior, Jacques is the senior. Ball down, Salinas' kick is up, and it is through. So timeout of the field to score, Roseville 32 and Stillwater 20. Back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Suburban East Conference football on Club 1220 KLBB, simulcast on klbbradio.com. And welcome back. Here in what you're sharing company here tonight. Next week we'll be at East Ridge at the home of the Raptors. 7 o'clock kickoff and 6:40 a broadcast time. By the way, after the game scoreboard show with Ryan Phelps begins at 9:30 here on Club 1220 KLBB. As Salinas with the kickoff. Coming forward, and again a low line drive kick picked up by Zach Knox, trying to get to the near sidelines. 30. And Zach spins down at about the 33-yard line. And so the Ponies got within 5, but 4 plays later, the Roseville Raiders had a 2-touchdown lead once again at 32 to 20. Still 7 minutes, almost 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. 6:51, time up on the clock. Time for 2 quick scores, but the Ponies have to go 67 yards. As Trevor Tillett has the 3 receiver set, back to pass, rolling far side. He throws downfield, looking for Brooks. And Brooks broke one way, and the ball went the other way, went over the wrong shoulder, and it's incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Tillett trots in from the near sidelines. Again, comes over to the sidelines to get the play from his offensive coordinator. And up to the line of scrimmage. Knocks the lone setback, gets the ball. Line of scrimmage, and maybe 1 more yard before the Raider defense, led by Jamison Baggio, make the stop. It'll be 3rd down at a full 9 yards to go at the Pony 34-yard line. In the after the game scoreboard show coming up here in about 20 minutes, 9:30 to 11. Ryan Phelps, he does a great job. He's been doing it for years. Trevor on a passing situation, straight drop, pass time, now flushed out of the pocket. He throws on the run. It is incomplete. Intended for DJ Ski.
Tillett's pass intended for
And covering him on the play was a Joe Farmer, a junior quarterback. And so on 4th down, deep in your own territory, the Ponies will have to punt it away. I don't think you go for it back at their own 34-yard line. No, they are going to go for it. Okay. That's why I'm not a coach. I'm just a broadcaster. Trevor Tillett will take the Ponies up to the line of scrimmage. It is 4th down and 8, down by 2 touchdowns. Why not? Right in the middle of the field, back to pass. Looking. Here comes the rush. He is hammered down. And a quarterback sack. Otter Hill in on the stop. The quarterback sack also got some help from Kyle Shuck, defensive lineman. And the ball will go over on downs, and the Roseville Raiders have the short field as Trevor Tillett is sacked. And the Raiders will have the ball leading by 12 with 6:04 to go in the ball game. 1st down and 10. And the sack was convened at about the 28-yard line of the Ponies. So Jacques Perra, 4 touchdowns throwing and 1 rushing. Out of the shotgun, he's going to keep it himself. Line of scrimmage, 25-20. And Jacques across the 15 and down to the 14-yard line. And a pickup of 14 and another Roseville Raider 1st down at the Stillwater 14-yard line. And it was 19-0 Roseville on the strength of the first 3 touchdown throws of the evening before the Ponies got the final drive of the half and got on the board. Scoreless 3rd quarter. But 2 touchdowns for both teams here in the 4th quarter. On 1st down and 10, 14-yard line. Jacques to give. Peckham, line of scrimmage. And the pile keeps moving and gets a couple, maybe 3 tough yards at the 14-yard line. By the way, the original line of scrimmage was the 15, so give them 2nd down and 9 now at the 14-yard line. And they're interchanging defensive linemen out there. Aiden Hoskin came out of the ball game in the interior. Not quite sure who replaced him. 2nd and long for the Roseville Raiders, going left to right across the Raider dial. Perra on the keep and line of scrimmage, and then he is hammered out after 1 or 2 yards. Andrew Lammers wrapped him up in a big bear hug and slammed into the turf after a 1-yard pickup. 3rd down and a full 8 yards to go at the Stillwater Pony 13-yard line. But time becoming of the essence. Now both teams, no, wait a minute, Stillwater only has 2 timeouts. The Roseville Raiders have 3 timeouts remaining. But time becoming of the essence, and the Ponies don't need to stop. They need a turnover. They've had 1. That's the interception by Jordan Phelps, which set up the 2nd touchdown of the ballgame. Slot to the near side as that is Sebastian Yang inside of Jasper Horsted. And I see the Roseville Raiders have used the first of their 3 timeouts. And I want to keep it right here. I mentioned high school football, this being week number 6. The Associated Press polls came out this week, taking a look at the top 10 in each of our 7 classes around the state of Minnesota. In Class 6A, Eden Prairie number 1, and then Maple Grove, but they're the only undefeated teams in the top 10. After that, it is Wayzata, Eastridge, Rosemont, Minnetonka, Osseo, Lakeville North, Totena, Grace, and Prior Lake. In Class 5A, there we have 8 undefeated teams out of the top 10. The Owatonna Huskies are number 1, followed by the Chaska Hawks, Brainerd Warriors, Bemidji, the Lumberjacks, then Rogers, the Royals, Mankato West, the Scarlets, St. Paul Central, the Minutemen, Andover Huskies, St. Michael Albertville, the Knights, and Matabita, the Zephyrs. How did I do on nicknames, eh? Class 4A, Hutchinson Tigers are on top, and there are 3 teams with 1 loss in Class 3. Otherwise, everybody else is undefeated. Now, that was a quick timeout as the Roseville Raiders are up to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down and 7. Now the referee gives them the go-ahead. 3rd and 7 from the 13-yard line. Perra, 3-step drop, fade pattern, corner of the end zone, jump ball, and it is tipped away. Nice defense over there on that far sideline by Jordan Phelps to break up the pass intended for Jesper Hosburn. And it'll be 4th down and 8 at the Pony 13-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 4:02 to go. So the Ponies, if they have any hope, they need to make a stop here. Maybe force a turnover and move the ball upfield. 32-20 with 4:02 to go. Let's see if Jacques Perra will keep it on the ground. Jacques to pass. Flat pass tipped away. Tipped away by the linebacker, I believe. Getting his hand on the ball was, let's see, Daniel Ekstrand. Ekstrand may have gotten the hand on the ball. Or 55 or 54, Dylan Schmeling. Anyway, it is a turnover on downs. And the Ponies will get the ball, but deep in their own territory. At the 12-yard line. 3:59 to go in the ballgame, trailing by 2 touchdowns. And Trevor up to the line of scrimmage. Slot to the near side. Trevor back to pass. Throws out the flat, complete to DJ. No, it's through his hands and incomplete. I anticipated and I should have waited for the catch. I thought DJ was going to get it. Now DJ a little bit slow on getting up as he went up for the ball and then got undercut a little bit. And Jamison Baggio hit him as the ball got there. It's an incomplete pass, 2nd down for the Ponies and 88 yards away from pay dirt. And DJ will sit down for a play. Coaching staff trainers want to make sure that DJ's okay. Junior wide out. As they break huddle, Galtieri and Carroll to the near side. Roseville showing blitz up the middle. Here they come. Trevor to pass near the 5, and he's sacked at the 5-yard line. And shooting through on the sack for the Roseville Raiders. And their 2nd sack of the evening. That was Ty Hutton, junior. Plays offensive and defensive line. And they're going to give Trevor forward progress to where? The 6-yard line by the loss of 6. 3rd down and 16. As the Raiders with 2 sacks this evening. And with 3:24 to go and counting. Need a couple of long gainers here. Keep this drive alive. Phelps to the near side. 2 receivers far side. Trevor, straight drop in the end zone. Screen pass complete to Zach Knox. To the 10, to the 15, and Zach to the 18-yard line. But he needed to get to the 22. He has stopped short on the screen pass. Off on my polls. I left off in Class 2A, Caledonia 1, Moose Lake, Willow River 2, Hawley 3, Holdingford 4, then Barnesville. Number 5 is Minneota Lincoln, Painesville 7, Jackson County Central 8. They're not just a wrestling school. Martin County West number 9, and Chatfield Gophers are number 10. Chatfield Gophers, that's my old stomping grounds. I started my career back in southeastern Minnesota back in 1978, following the Gophers and many other teams. Class 1A. Monoman, the Buffaloes, number 1. Then Barnum, Sleepy Eye, St. Mary's, Blooming Prairie, Adrian, Upsala, Swanville, Wabasso, Dawson Boyd, Bremen, Pine River Bacchus. Coming out of that final timeout, it is Roseville ball, 2nd down and 4 from the Pony 12-yard line. And the clock stopping with that timeout. And on the give again to Peckham, off the left side of his offensive line. Ahmed near the sticks. Before the Pony pushes him sideways, and forward progress gives him the 8-yard line, or maybe the 9. He needs the 8. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Roseville Raiders. And again, the Ponies cannot stop the clock. Now the scoreboard shows 1 timeout remaining, but they have used up all 3 timeouts. It's 32-20. Raiders a minute 45 from their 5th win of the year. The Ponies will drop to 500 at 3-3. This time, Jacques Perra, he's going to use up all of the play clock that he can. He'll step under center for the few times tonight, and he's going to go for the 1st down off the right side of his offensive line. I think the push may have gotten it. I'm watching the line judge over the near sidelines, and yep, he's got it. He needed the 8, and he got about the 7.5. Or are they going to call for a measurement? Referee, no, they are going to say it is first down and goal. Another first down for the Roseville Raiders. And they need to run 2, maybe 3 more plays in this ball game, as we're down to 1:10 to go. Roseville Raiders break-kettling up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go into the victory formation. Everybody in tight. Para under center, looking over the sidelines. And he's going to kneel it down. And the Raiders will have to run 1 more play. 32-20 will be your final. And the Raiders will go home to face Forest Lake next week with that 5-1 record. And I should have at least a tie for first place in the Suburban East Conference, depending on how the Raiders and Moundsview did tonight. Moundsview was at Hastings, and Cretin-Derham Hall was hosting White Bear Lake. And one more nail down for Jacques Pera. Ball down, and that'll do it. They'll count down the final 20 seconds, and the Raiders, of course, are not going to stop the clock. That's your final, 32-20. We mentioned Roseville now 5-1. The Ponies are 3-3. They've lost 3 in a row. And they go on the road to try to snap that losing streak at Eastridge next week. We'll be back with our post-game show, our wrap-up in 2 minutes. This is Suburban East Conference football on Club 1220 KLBB, simulcast on klbbradio.com. Back in 2 minutes.
Their tackles were leading with their helmets. There was so many of our kids that got hit helmet first. You know, that's not sportsmanlike. They're not calling it. Don't forget the blankets. I'm so sorry. But the thing is, you know, teams like Roseville, they're going to maybe win more, you know, in the playoff.
What the Ponies got down early, 19-0 on 3 touchdown passes from Jacques Pera to 3 different receivers. But then the Ponies went on a long drive to close out the first half as Trevor Tillett took it in. It was 19-7 at half. Ponies got the ball first in the second half, but Trevor Tillett got intercepted for just the second time. But the Pony defense stiffened, and the Raiders turned it over on downs at the Pony 15-yard line. Stillwater went on a 14-play drive, but came up short. 4th down and 12 of the 20, and couldn't make it, and they turned it over on downs. Roseville ball with 2:17 to go, 3rd quarter. And this time Jacques Pera got picked off. Jordan Phelps with the pickup, returned it to the 1-yard line. Zach Knox took it in. Then we got 19-13. Point after good, it was 19-14. But then Roseville struck back early in the 4th quarter. Good kickoff return by Tommy Arcan. Set him up in great field position at the Pony 42-yard line. And they took only 3 plays to go the rest of the way. Taking it in from 27 yards, actually a touchdown pass to Jesper Hosford His second touchdown catch of the evening made it 25-14, three-play drive. Ponies strike again. Close it to within 6 at 25-20 as Jack got another touchdown. And this run from 1 yard out as the Ponies went from their own 31, went 69 yards. It's a 6-point ball game, but Roseville counters, and they go 61 yards in about 4 plays. As Jock Pera goes in from short yardage to make it 32-20. And after that, it was pretty much Katie bar the door. The Pony offense could not generate any significant yardage, and Roseville played it very close to the vest and pretty much ran out the clock. 32-20 is your final. Again, those records: Roseville 5-1, and Stillwater now 3-3. And we haven't heard any scores in on East Ridge at Forest Lake or the Mounds View Mustangs taking on the Hastings Raiders. We'll join Ryan Phelps in the After the Game Scoreboard Show here in just a couple of minutes. Time to wrap things up. And thanks to all of you that were out there watching and listening to our broadcast here this evening. We might have had a big listening audience tonight with the weather the way it was, but there was a huge crowd on hand here for homecoming. Our broadcast, by the way, made possible by the Cameron Kelly Law Office, First State Bank and Trust of Bayport, Stillwater Motors, Ed Simonet, Attorney at Law, Central Bank, McGarry Kearney Insurance, First National Bank, River Falls, and Richmond Insurance, Karen Housley Homes, and of course the video stream courtesy of Central Media Services, Eric Extra, and the rest of the family here. And you can go to his website, centralmediaservices.com, find out all the services that he does provide. Angie Marquardt has been my engineer. I'm Tom Wirchin from Pony Stadium here in the campus of Stillwater High School. Your final score, Roseville 32 and Stillwater 20. Good night, everybody. Hey, we'll talk again. Thank you. Thank you, Angie.